Hey guys, so today I am reacting to One Piece. Woo! Now, the last episode, we left off with some pretty cool stuff. Oden kind of questioning the government, and me thinking of another reason why Wano could actually be blocked off, or at least why the government wants it blocked off, is because, well, Oden actually not even knowing that there are these objects out in the world that he can decipher. Them trying to keep him in Wano so he doesn't go out and explore. Now he's with Roger, so they can use him to read the poneglyphs. And I just thought that was a really cool moment. So, and we know that they tried to get rid of people that can read those things. So that, and also knowing that there's a period of time, the Void Century, which nobody knows what happened in it. And also Toki being in that Void Century time period, it has you really questioning. We still have to figure out everything that happened during that time period, and I feel like once we do, our minds are going to be blown. Like, it's going to be insane. But I feel like we're not going to figure that out. Maybe finding that out will lead into another war. Like, that's definitely going to be a big drop, like a huge drop in One Piece. Besides, like, figuring out what the One Piece really is. But that's like another thing in the One Piece story where we just want to find out what happened. Why are they hiding it? So I'm really excited about that. But also I'm hoping, and I have seen comments that are like, oh, I hope we don't actually get to see Roger going to the end. But to be honest, I want to see that. I don't feel like that would take away from like the big shock of the final island. You know what? Maybe it would though. It might. You know, now that I think about it, they're probably not going to actually show us. I feel like they might show Roger entering the island, and maybe we'll just see like him and not the island, just so we know like he's there. Yeah, that seems to make the most sense because they're not going to show us. Like, that's going to be a huge, I think Raftel, it was called Raftel, but it was confusing because in Stampede they called it Laugh Tail. So I'm not I think people said it was Laugh Tail. Yeah, I'm starting to think we're not actually going to see it. I don't know why in my head I'm like, yeah, they're totally gonna show us the last island. Yeah, now I'm starting to doubt that. But it's okay. As long as we get to like see him actually go there, but maybe not show it, maybe like silhouette it. I don't know. But the last episode really showed me that I love the adventure aspect in One Piece. Like, this is taking me back to early One Piece, and funny enough, this is like before the events of, you know, Luffy and everything, but it's just something about the adventure. I love it. And I miss that in One Piece. I know it's getting like serious in the story, we are far in it, but I don't know. I miss the lighthearted adventures, and I guess that's a good thing about this flashback is it's kind of like giving us that. Like Shanks and Buggy, love them. Could totally see a spinoff with just the two of them. They're funny, they are hilarious. And then finding out that Blackbeard, he doesn't sleep. So that's really interesting. Another person commented saying like, don't you remember? Like, yes, I do remember that Blackbeard stole it from Whitebeard, the fruit. But my point that I was trying to make was there a reason why Oda wrote Blackbeard to not be able to sleep, but also acquire the darkness fruit later on? Like, I think it's a really interesting combination of things. And that's what I was questioning. I was like, there might be more to it, which I'm sure there is, but yeah, so that was awesome. So now we're probably gonna start this episode with a fight. I don't see it lasting that long. We have these pirates on Jaya that are challenging Oden and the other Roger pirates, so I don't expect that lasting long at all. So we're gonna have to see. But before I get started with this reaction, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to my patrons, King of the Pirates and above tier. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support, not only on Patreon, but also on YouTube. When you like, share, and subscribe to my channel, it truly means the world to me. Again, a huge thank you to you guys. You guys are amazing. Sparkles. Okay, so time to get into this reaction. I'm really excited. So without further ado, let's go. One Piece. Oh my gosh, they're singing Big Saki. Yo ho ho. This feels very piratey right now. Oh, it's such a happy song, except, you know, with Brooke. Oh. Oh, we are not even, like, showing the fight. Okay. Oh, we're gonna start to see him getting really sick. Oh, we're gonna see him go to Skypiea! Oh my gosh. And we know he left a message on a poneglyph there. Man, this is exciting! Just like remembering this, it makes me so happy. Oh. Nostalgic. Would that be nostalgic? Guess it's been like 2 years, right? Man, this would be insane for Oden to see. Like, this is so crazy to see. I mean, just it takes me back to the Skypiea arc, and we're gonna see them visiting all of the islands. And I remember, like, when they read Roger's message that he left, so actually going to see him write it on there, or like carve it in, I guess. Aww. But with what Roger said, now I feel like we're kind of going to speed through just his adventures, which honestly was kind of wishing that they would like drag it out a little bit more. I know that's not like the favorite opinion, but I could just like, I would enjoy that so much. I just love the adventure in One Piece so much. Oh, this brings back memories. So crazy. Just imagine if they took it. Is that going to be like something in the future? Probably won't see that, but... Oh, Oden was the one that wrote it. Oh. Aww. Beautiful. This is sad, but like happy too. Aww. Aww. Just something so magical about this. And down. Honestly, rewatching One Piece will have such a different feel to it after like seeing at least all the Roger stuff. They're still going down. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so weird thought, because I remember when Luffy pulled an octopus out of his pants. Was it like this octopus? I can't even remember. There's just something so amazing with, well, the fact, I'm trying to remember when they were first reading it. Robin, I believe when she was reading the poneglyph and reading Roger's message, that she also was questioning, like, oh, he can understand the poneglyphs and write? Like, okay. I think there was another time, though, where she was saying that, oh, was someone from Ohara with Roger? But seeing this come together, not even wanting Oden to leave, and the fact that he's gonna go to the end with Roger and then going back to Wano, can definitely see all of the reasons why Oden would be a target besides his family name. But him traveling with Roger will gain from his legacy of traveling the world. This will be interesting how the rest is going to play out. They arguing about the polls? Didn't they also have this conversation before? I'm pretty sure. It sounds like so familiar. I love how they just like tell him now. Okay. Oh, we don't even get to see that. Darn. Water 7! Aww. Oh my gosh. It's like all of the feels of old One Piece coming back. Oh man. I love this so much. I'm getting teary-eyed. This episode is amazing. Like, who cares if there's not a lot of action happening? We're seeing Roger travel to all these places where we saw Luffy and the crew, and it's just... Oh, man. Are we gonna see Tom? Probably, right? Aw, yeah. Aww. Oh my gosh, look at him. Look at little Iceberg though. Aww. Oh man, this is so precious. All of the good memories just coming back, even though Water 7 was a very serious arc, but it's just so good to see. Oh, loving it. Little Iceberg. Aww. Just like boom. Love the energy. Oh my gosh, look at her, Kokoro. I mean, still basically looks the same. Just a little taller. Aww. Franky, what? You're working in your underwear? Did he? Oh. I can't believe he had this conversation with Oden. My gosh. Wait, Franky never mentioned it. Did he? No. The heck? He had an interaction with Oden. It's so happy. Oh. Seeing Riley like that is perfect. Oh, Sabori. Wonder if they're gonna have all the slave problems still there. Probably, right? They're going to Fishman Island, so we don't even get to see them. Oh! Oh, man. Both Oden and Roger. Oh, we're not even gonna go deeper into that? Okay. Oh. Okay. I was like, is that an angry face or a like, what face? Oden. Oh, I feel like the episode's gonna end. my gosh. Look at how little she is now. That's sexy. I feel like you don't like hear that word that often. I swear One Piece never really uses that word. So they're putting it together. And then him hearing about like a baby. Scary. At least for the future. I feel so bad for Shiroshi, like, your hairy daughter. I mean, she's very pretty, so. Oh, and the like transitions into Big Saki, though. Oh my gosh, there's a. Whoa, she has a big head. Yeah. Whoa, that's a lot of skin, man. And it's over. Such a beautiful episode. Oh my gosh. Just... that really felt like a trip down memory lane. And it's funny because these events happened before, like, the arcs that we watched took place, but it's just like the opposite effect. Watching One Piece and going through these story arcs and then just taking a trip back, which is funny because of how chill these islands are. Like, when we saw the Straw Hats going to them, these islands were either ruled over or just bad things were happening in them. So actually going to these islands where it's just like the vibe is peaceful. I was really hoping that we would see a little bit what was going on Sabaody during that time, but we kind of didn't. I was expecting a little bit of that, but going to Fishman Island and finding out that, you know, Neptune's gonna have a daughter in the prophecy, her being Poseidon, and we ended off there. Well, we ended off with them traveling again, and it's just happy, and we're getting a lot of time jumps, so I really feel like we're getting near the end of this flashback, but I do have to say, this arc, words cannot explain how happy I am watching this. And Oden, that entire interaction with Franky, didn't expect it. I guess he was young, so he couldn't really remember it. And the fact that, you know, he had a bad experience with pirates, and Oden was just like, oh, bad timing, because he was trying to like go, hey, you're an orphan, like come with me. But it's kind of sad that Franky didn't remember this interaction. I mean, he was like in the presence of Roger and Oden, but obviously he was young and he didn't seem to really care at the moment, so. But seeing Tom and seeing Iceberg, it was good, it's good. I was actually wondering if Franky was even around during that time, but yeah. Wow, oh man. It's just crazy. I love it. The adventure is so strong in these flashbacks. But just knowing that the happiness isn't going to last, it also makes me wonder if we're going to see Roger's execution again. We might not though, because this is through Oden's storytelling. We'll probably not focus on Roger much longer. We're probably going to go back to the events happening in Wano. But wow, this really takes you out of Wano almost. Like, I know we have Oden with us, but this gives me so much early One Piece just adventurous vibes, and I love it. Oh, can this never end? They're rushing, like, they're time jumping through it though, because you're seeing the kids getting older, so you're like, yep. And that's sad. Ugh. And seeing them just all happy, the Bink Saki in between the transitions, it's just a really feel-good flashback. And also with the poneglyph and watching Oden write the message for Roger, which explains now how that message even got there from so many episodes ago. I love One Piece, and I love this flashback, and I love Oden, and I love Roger, and they die, so it's like... Still trying to mentally prepare for Oden, because why'd they have to make Oden so lovable? I didn't expect to really love him this much, but knowing how well he was talked about, at least by Kyoshiro and like all of them, And this is why, because he's just an amazing guy, and ugh. And Toki, it's really sad with her too. I'm not ready for like a feels best like sadness. I'm not ready. But again, a 10 out of 10 episode. I'm only wondering like how much is left. I don't really know how much they're like skipping over at this point. I was really kind of sad when we missed the Big Mom part because I thought, oh my gosh, we might actually see more of Big Mom in her like younger days, but no, you got it from her and we didn't get to see much of that. So I'm assuming we're going to Zoe though, because that's what they mentioned in this episode. And I don't think they skipped over it. So that's probably going to be the next destination. Amazing episode. Lots of One Piece history in it. And it was just refreshing and feel good. It was a very feel good episode. But there you guys go. Thank you so much for checking out my One Piece reaction. If you like this video, give it a like. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more awesome One Piece content and other anime things. And as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay fresh and bye.